Hey guys, last video for me for the day, and it's for math. And what we were planning to do today in math, or what I was planning to do with you in your small group, was actually review everything that we've learned in topic 4, which has been about the past 2 weeks. On Monday in small group, I will be giving you guys a quiz just to see what you've learned and what you can do independently. So this is just a review. All I'm going to do is go through and just kind of mention the skill that we've studied or the concept. Just a heads up that your work on Canvas for today is not review, it's another lesson, and there will be a quiz that you need to take. So again, all the topics that we learned in lesson 4. So I did have a solve and share. This might be something that if you want to practice, I think it would be great for you to pause the video and try to solve 23 plus 49 using 2 different efficient strategies. Pause the video, see what you come up with, and then keep watching the video to see if you got the answer right or if your strategies were good. Okay. So we've talked a lot about base 10 blocks. They are a good strategy, however, not the most efficient. Many of you know now how to do things or are starting to get better at using strategies that are not base 10 blocks. So I would highly recommend that if you're someone that I've spoken to about that, not to use them. However, if you do, drawing them neatly, drawing the rectangles for the tens, the squares for the ones, labeling all of your tens first and then your ones. The second place value strategy that we learned that was a little bit more efficient than the last was to simply start by writing down the bigger number and then counting on or adding on the smaller amount. So that's another great strategy. Partial sums, or we've called it decomposing, or tens and ones, seems to be a strategy that a lot of you are using, and in my opinion, an awesome strategy. So remember, that's breaking the numbers apart into tens and ones, adding up the ones, adding up the tens, and then putting them together. The number line is another great strategy. If you are going to do the number line and you're adding, which is all that we've really been focusing on over the last couple weeks, start with the bigger number. So this number line shows 49 plus 23, and 49 plus 23 will get me to 72. Okay, here is another practice for you if you want to pause the video and just try it, even if you just practice doing one efficient strategy. After we did strategies, we started to talk about ways to add multiple add-ins. So that's multiple numbers, and we started with single digit. So a fish tank at Discovery Place has 5 goldfish, 7 bluefish, and 3 yellowfish. How many fish are in the tank? So adding efficiently would be looking for a combination of 10 or looking for doubles. So in this case, hopefully you saw the combination of 10, 7, and 3. Don't forget that you can put parentheses around the numbers that you add first. That's a great strategy that if you learn that now, math in 3rd grade will really make sense to you. So again, finding the combination or the double. So here would be an example of finding a double. Mrs. Otten was organizing her closet. She has 6 white shirts, 7 blue shirts, and 6 black shirts. How many shirts does she have in all? 6 and 6. And I wrote a little note over here that says, remember, the order of the add-ins does not matter when you're adding. So I rewrote the equation so that the doubles were next to each other, the 6 and 6. After that, we did, and that by after that, I mean yesterday, we did a little bit of word problem practice, and we did one problem type, and that was change unknown addition. So here's an example. Greg was shopping for groceries with his mom. They had 15 items in their cart after visiting the produce section. Then they kept shopping and added more. When they got to the checkout aisle, they had 36 items in their cart. How many more did they add while they were shopping? My countdown's on. So 15 plus something is 36. You can solve this by starting at 15 and adding up to 36, or you can solve it by subtracting 36 minus 15. If you pause the video, maybe tried it, the answer is 21. Don't forget to do your work on Canvas, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend.